Hi all, right back to RAF Eagle after a slight detour, um, recording a wonderful game of Obsession. Really enjoyed it. Man, it might not be your cup of tea if you're looking for war games, I suppose, but it was brilliant. And 4 episodes to record that. There you go, 4 episodes. Even for me, they're quite long episodes. They're an hour plus. I think the last one's an hour and a half or something like that. But 4 episodes to complete a game. Who would have thought? I mean, how many episodes am I into this? And I mean, worst still, I think. What was the worst one? Well, I don't know. Enemy action. Both of them had been long, and the D-Day attempts. Yeah, it was really good. Really looking forward to playing it again. But like I say, my flaw was not being able to play it late at night when people are in bed if I'm going to record it, so that might restrict me. But yeah, I'll not mention that in case it's a bit of a spoiler. Okay, right, so back to this. Where are we? Yeah, we're almost through. In fact, well, we should be able to finish this day off, shouldn't we? Oh, right, why am I left with this card? Was there a problem? Ah, yeah, there was, wasn't there? I kind of blundered, haven't I? Regarding the fighters that I've got. You would think I'd be able to work that one out, but you don't want to leave big gaps in the time up the top. You don't want to let the squadrons get back, but I suppose that's the challenge is you've got to leave some time to make sure you're getting your fighters back. So we've got 2 more raids to do, one of which we turned into a major raid, so it's going to have, my plan was to have maybe 16 grouping on that, because I believe I'm allowed that. The way I read the card again, I think it is. Nobody's said anything to say that might not be the case. And then, look, this is the only fighters that we got back. So we've got 5 ME-109s and 2 ME-110s. This is rotten, isn't it? How did I end up with that? So just to double check, assign fighter group into raids plan for the current time segment. Well, they're both in that time segment and the next time segment. So even if we had left one of them at 1400 there, we would have had to fill with what we've got just now. So I would have had to leave another 2 gaps in time. I think that's right. I don't think I've blundered anywhere. I think that's where I'm at. Okay, how are we going to balance this out then? I don't know what I can do here. I mean, I've got 6 bombers in here, which means I need 3 close escort units, and I need 2 channel patrol units. So that leaves me with 2 ME-109s to either go in the hunt box here or to try and support here. And in here I've got 4 bombers, so I would need 2 units in the close escort box. So what happens if I don't take fighters along? We suffer, don't we? Well, let's look at the responses. I mean, middle wallop. Just looking at the map, and I'm not awful sure what happens if I can't bring fighters along. This is middle wallop here, so this is our first raid at Kenway, and there's a good bit surrounding that again now. I mean, it might not be so bad over in this raid. So, I mean, the thing is, am I allowed? Because I've got to. No, yeah, I'll need to look up the rules again. I know I seem to recall the advance rule was only if you had them available. You know, the ME-110s, well, not ME-110s, close escort minimum. You must assign a number of fighter grouping to close escort at least equal to half the number of bomber grouping in the raid. This requirement is applied during raid deployment after satisfying requirements for channel patrol. There is no penalty for failing to meet this requirement, but then no fighters will be available to hunt or strafe. Okay, so yeah, so you need to actually satisfy the channel patrol first. Now, is that a? I mean, what if we don't have any fighters then? Yeah, I guess the way I'm reading it is, if you don't have them, then but here's the thing, cause I'm assigning fighters to both these raids just now. Can I assign everything to this and not have any, or do I have to attempt to try and put channel patrol in both of these first, because that's a priority, and then try and satisfy close escort for both of them? I mean, if I do that, this would need two. So 2 ME-109s here, 2 ME-109s there in the channel patrol. That leaves us 1 ME-109 and 2 ME-110s. So, I mean, basically I need to put the three that's remaining in the close escort box in Kenway. I mean, yeah, but I mean that means I'm ignoring the other one, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not sure if I've got to balance it out right there or not. Select a target card of your choice. Okay. Yeah, but I've already assigned. Hang on then. Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just going to have to suffer this. What I'm going to go with is I'm going to put everything into Kenway here, and just leave that without any fighters, I guess. Which I know kind of seems wrong, but that's my daft planning. So 1, 2, 3. What did I say? I've got 6 bombers and 3, 6, 7 fighters then. 2 of which are ME-10s. 6 bombers and 7 fighters. Yeah, because I just don't feel like I'm getting anything out of it if I split them up. However, maybe I'm meant to split them up and try and balance it as best I can to make sure that this channel patrol just feels like I'd prefer putting everything into one card if I have the choice. I'm just not 100% sure if I'm allowed to do it that way. But you know what? I'm just going to go with that and we'll find out later. Okay. Well, that's the best I can do. Like I say, because of my poor planning skills and not working out that time thing and how it works. Oh, hang on, no, we should be back to step 9, shouldn't we? Yeah, return to step 9, yeah. Okay, well we'll just press on and hopefully we've got the things right. Have I moved things? I feel like I might have moved the table a wee bit. I did when I was messing about with Obsession. I moved it up a bit, but no, maybe not. Okay, so right, we're going to bring. Yeah, we could have picked the other one first, couldn't we? But again, that doesn't help. The fighters are assigned now, and that's that. Right, I'm going to get the raid down then. Yeah, so this is the raid at Kenway Airfield. I'm not sure what I've done. I feel like I've moved the map that way. I'm awful over this edge. I don't know why. Why would I have moved the map up the way? If anything, I would have done it the other way about to try and get more space over at that side. But, okay. I don't know. Maybe it'll click. It feels like it's away from the cards, the board. It feels like it should be up there somewhere. Maybe it's that spirit we've got in the room messing about with things at night. Okay, Kenway Airfield, we've got the major raid coordination here, so as far as I believe I can get up to 16 in the raid, and that was my plan, but well, yeah. And good thing is we do not conduct a rendezvous check for the raid. Okay, so there's what we've ended up with. So yeah, I mean, I've got to have 2 in the Channel Patrol first, then I've got to have 3 in the Close Escort, because I've got 6 bombers, which only then leaves me with two fighters in the hunt box. I mean, okay, I could have, if I'm forced to, these 2 probably shouldn't be in here, and they should be in the next raid in the Channel Patrol box, I suppose. That's where I would be at. But I'm not sure if I'm forced to do that or not, if I can just select all my fighters here, and then I've no other fighters left, so I can't do nothing about it. Okay, well, I'm going to go with it that way, because at least that gives me a slight chance of stopping Squadrons getting through to slaughter my bombers. Right, British detection. Okay. This back here. Okay, let's roll the dice. Keep it low. It's a 4. It's a low. Right. Get my charts out again. Where are we? That one, that one, that one, and that one. Right. Okay. No, it's not charts we're needing this now, is it? So we started with a 4. We have this is with fought 2, so it's clear weather, so that's a +5 for 9, and then 2 radar nets, up to 13, and this is probably going to be higher. How many do we have in the grouping do we have? That's 13. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. It's still 10 to 13 then, so +4, so it's 17 though. Yeah, not good. So early and accurate Spitfire race is coming along for the accurate status, and yeah, that won't be good. Raid rendezvous we are skipping because of the major raid coordination strategy card. British raid response. Right, well, we can see we've got 3 from 211, 2 from 711, 2 from 111, 2 from London, 2 from 311, 611, and 1 from 511 and 410. And there is quite a few out there. And the Spitfire is, so he goes in the cup to start with. This is an airfield, so the actual sector where it's at, I'll stay outside the cup. So it's 211, we're looking for 3 of them. Where's 211? Right, so it's where the black marker is, Grant. Right, so there's only 1 of them, so he stays outside the cup. That's us up to 2 from 711. Right, we take one of the Hurricanes. It's going to be the A, and then we take the Spitfire. That's up to 4. 2 from 111. Yes, indeed. Another 2 up to 6. And 2 from 311. We've got 1. That's up to 7. 2 from 611. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good bit nasty, isn't it? Up to 9. And 1 from 511. We have a choice of 2 Hurricanes. It's going to be the A again. Up to 10. And then 1 from 410. Yeah, we've got a couple of Spitfires there, an A and a B. It's going to be the B this time. So 11 grouping, one outside the cup. Great. Right, well, let's see if we can reduce that a bit. Starting with 4. +1 for the date is a 5. +1 for it being 11 group is a 6. Primary target is Airfield, that's +2 up to 8. Target is deep, no. Very early, no. Intelligence is accurate, and there is at least one bomber, yeah, up to 10. And then intelligence is accurate, and the raid has 12 or more grouping, that's a +3, so 13. However, -1 because there's another time, there's another card to be in the same time segment, so that's down to 12. No, that didn't knock us down from all out to high with that -1 at the end, so it is high. And we have 11 squadrons in the pool, and we're at tie, so 4 of them are going to come out. There was no green pilots, so 4 coming back out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, we did not get the Spitfire race this time, so down to 7. I'll put these guys back out. 511, 311, 611, and the 711. Okay, so we've got 7 in the pool. Accurate intelligence using chart A first. Number grouping in the hunt box is only 2. So, and then 5+ squadrons in the pool, yeah, they're all going to respond. So we're going to have 7 fighters against our 2 ME-109s, I'm afraid. Right, I'll get them sorted. Okay, there we go. That doesn't look great. Right, never mind. So, next card. On our interception, well, the grouping are much less than the squadrons. Here's the thing though, they've got 5 excess. Yeah, I find this one a strange one. I think I said that the last time. Nothing regarding my advanced rules here, so I think it's when it's the other way about and we've got more than them, isn't it? Number of group in the hunt box outnumbers the squadrons. Well, that's not the case. So we've got 5 excess. So we've got to roll greater than a 5. And if it's less than or equal to 5, then they stay in the hunt box. Does it really matter? You know, maybe. Well, I think we'd sooner have the fight in the hunt box with them all, so that it might reduce the amount that came up in the bomber box. Anyway, right, so if we roll a 6 here, the excess are going up. Right, we rolled a 2 then, so they're staying where they are, basically. But I mean, they're not all gonna just sit there and or go away. Some of them will reach the bomber box. Right, raid approach event. Rendezvous failure. If raid has 7 or more grouping, oh dear. If raid is 7 or more grouping, it does. All C grouping in the bomber and close escort box leave the raid. Ah, are you serious? Well, that's a bit harsh because our major raid coordination card said that we cannot conduct a rendezvous check for this raid, and that's basically kind of chucking another rendezvous. Well, not even a rendezvous check. It's just a rendezvous failure. But yeah, I suppose I've got to just suffer that. So raid is 7 or more grouping. All C grouping in the bomber box and the close escort box leave the raid. Oh dear. Well, there's no C group in the close escort. There is, however, 2 C grouper in the bomber box. So this is looking even less likely of doing anything good. Right, well that wasn't a good event. Could have done with the opposite there or something to try and help us out, I think. However, right, moving on. Right, hunter attack. Well, this could be painful. Well, we've only got 2 ME109s that are going to suffer, so, but I think they will suffer. Right, let's roll. Keep it low. It's a 4, so not good. 4, right, what are we doing here? Adding up the strength, we've got 4, 7, 11, 15, 19, 23, 26, with 2 grouping in the hunt box in combat. 26, what does it say? 4, 7, 11, 15, 19, 26, with 2 grouping. This is going to be right down the bottom, isn't it? Yeah, it's right down the very bottom. Oh, we've got a 4. So we've got HLH. So our A grouping take a heavy loss and our C grouping take a heavy loss. Both of these are taking heavy losses. Oh. And for them, it's no effect D, no effect. So it's only their B grouping that are going to disrupt. The rest are going up in the bomber box. And disrupt is to disrupt is to bomb box reduced, isn't it? So they're all going up. It's just our B grouping are going up reduced. Yuck. Okay. So that's the situation now. Yeah, this is going to be a poor end to the day, I think. Yeah, and you just need to take more care with the fighter situation there. We should have had, what did I have, 13 grouping? So my intention was to have 16. So I should have had another 3 ME109s in the hunt box if I had planned better. And even if it means more squadrons come back because they turn around again because we're leaving more time, then so be it. You've got to have, all the fighters in the clock space right now, they're not going to get used. It's a waste. It's silly. Right, raid, target event. Interception over coast. If the raid warning is none or late, it is not. Move all grouping from channel patrol to close escort, resolve bombing. No, that would have been good. That would have gave us a chance to get some bombing done at least. But the raid warning is not none or late, it's early. So, not to be. Right. Right, on to see what the squadrons are doing. Right, the squadrons are greater than, so all grouping are intercepted, and then if all grouping are intercepted, all close escorts are intercepted too. So yeah, so we get the close escort as well. Just need to remember to count them, and then we go to squadron attack. So just remember these guys are involved as well, Grant. Okay, let's roll dice. That's a 4 again. Okay. Okay, so what we got this time? We've got 0, 2, 4, 9, 14, 19, 24, 28, 31, 33, 35, 39, 43, 46. That's got to be right down the bottom. 46 with 7 grouping in the combat. 46. 7 grouping. Oh, that doesn't get right down when you go up the amount of grouping. So 7, 46. So it's actually G. We've just got a lower or a number there, it might have been not as bad. So we've got LLD, so white loss for the A's, white loss for the B's. I'll do the bombers first. Oh, they're all gone, aren't they? Yeah. All the A's are white losses, all the B's are white losses. Oh, hang on. I've also not reduced the points. So we took 2 heavy losses, 4 points away there. Now we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a stack of stuff in the white loss balls now. And that's another 4 points away. Oh dear. This is horrible. And then, oh, I think it's going to be the same for them as well. The Coast Escort are just going to be the same, aren't they? Units in Coast Escort box. Yeah, it's still just a white loss, and they're A's and B's. So 1, 2, 3. Another 3 points away, that's down to -4. And for the British, they've got abort and disrupt. So abort for their A's. Which is to in-flight reduced, and abort for their, what did I say? Abort for their B's. Sorry, disrupt for their B's. That's and some of them they're reduced, that's, aren't they? Doesn't matter. It's the other one you want. It's the abort you want for the reduced squadrons. That takes something white loss, but these are all going in flight reduced, and then the C's will just go in flight. Is that right? No effect for their C's. Yeah, they just go in flight, and the Spitfire Ace just goes away. Okay, horrible. Yeah, that was a shambles. Right, there's no bombing it done, we have no bombers left. We'll all group an in-flight box to their air bases. There's not a lot of them. Dorney 17 here. And JU88 from we fought 3. Where does that go? There. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting end of the day anyway. So if there are any face-up target cards remaining in the current time segment, return to set 9. There is, well, this flips over. Let me put it away. And then we're done with that strategy card. Yeah, we'll go back to step 9 and find out the fate of our JU87 raid, and the fact we've no fighters with them. If they take losses, they don't come back. Oh dear, dear. What are you doing, Grant? Back to some obsession. I was enjoying myself last night. Now I've come back to this, and I'm thinking, oh no, this is going wrong. Bubba Bash on. Yeah, we're only at 29 minutes, so right. I'll get the last raid down. I just realised I left the 2 MA109s in the channel patrol, so they should have been going up on the clock space. 1, 2, 3 turns ahead. Not getting of any use though. Okay, so middle warp, Airfield. This is one of the ones that was out of range of the ME109s, and only fought 3. And all I've ended up with is our JU87s, who've got a terrible fighting strength. Yeah, I can't see this going very well at all. Let's just push on, Grant. We'll get to the end of this miserable day. British detection. Right, see, we keep it low. A 1. Haha. Right. Let's make something happen here then. A 1. Now we've got broken clouds here as well. Which is, oh right, okay, that's actually slightly better because that's the third number along, so that's a 4. So that's up to 5. Still got 2 radar nets, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we've got only 4 grouping. 3 or 4 groupings are +1. So that's only up to 10. Yeah, that's it. What is 10? Late, but still accurate. Yeah, I'd rather not have had accurate, because that accurate brings a Spitfire Ace. Yeah, I would have preferred a not accurate result, I think. Right then. Well, that's what it is. Right, so that's our detection done. Raid rendezvous check, that will happen. Oh, the 5 though, so I think that's okay. 13 or more grouping are in the raid. No, we've only got 4 grouping. Right, so what are they bringing along? Well, I suppose, yeah, the bonus to being late, this is the big one, I suppose. It's only 2 from 410 and 1 from 111. Well, actually, yeah. That was me saying I'd prefer it not to be accurate, but I think the late result has been really quite good there. So 2 from 410, and we drew one out the last time, so there is only 1. No, hang on, it's an Airfield. Yeah, so he stays out the cup. So that's just only got 2. So maximum we're going to have is 3. Where is it from? 111. We've not got any because we used all them. Okay. So, well, my guess is we probably set our fighters out right then, really, because there's not. If there's going to be any response here, it's not going to. It's only going to be about 2 at maximum. So let us find out if any are coming out then. Starting with a 2. Chart again. Starting with a 2, the date gives a +1. Target sector is not 11 group, so there's no addition there. Primary target is Airfield, yeah, that's up to 5. Target is not deep, target is not very early. Intelligence is accurate, and the raid has at least 1 bomber grouping, yeah, that's a +2, up to 7. And then intelligence is limited or accurate, and the raid has 6 to 8 grouping. No, it does not. So there's no addition there, and there's no other cards to be resolved. It's a 7, so it's a low response. That's good. I'm one. Do you think one of them will come out? I don't. Nah, probably not. So there's 2 in the cup, and a low response removes none of them. Yeah. Okay. And to check if they're coming along, number of grouping in the hunt box. Right, hang on, no, that's a different box and that's a different chart. Accurate intelligence when no, that's not right. Accurate intelligence when 1 or more bomber grouping are in the bomber box. Use chart A first. Number of grouping in the hunt box is 0. Squadrons in the pool is 2. Yeah, they're going to respond. Right, okay. Yeah, it feels like they should. They're not up against any fighters, so it seems wrong that they would not make an appearance. Yeah, pretty about the Spitfire Ace because we only had 1. Okay, so they'll sit there just now. They'll move up shortly, I think. So that's that. Hunter interception. No squadrons. No grouping in the hunt box. No squadrons are intercepted. All squadrons in the hunt box moved to the bomber box. Yeah. Okay, so I've moved them up. Moving on. Raid approach event. Not the LE. escort rendezvous failure. All B grouping and close escort box leave the raid. We have nothing in close escort, so that's not doing anything. Right, hunter attack. There won't be a hunter attack. There's nothing in the hunt box. So raid target event. Something good. Target event. Channel patrollers. Close escort. If raid target is coastal or inland, it is inland. Move all grouping on channel patrol to close escort box. No. Yeah, I was wondering what good that would have done, but yeah, I can see it now. Well, we're not getting anything out of that anyway. Okay, moving on. Right, squadrons. Squadrons are less than grouping and bomber box. They are. So yeah, we are actually going to get some kind of bombardment. So they're all Ju-87s, so that doesn't matter. So they're going to engage. They're going to intercept 2 of them. Should randomize what they're going to do, but I want to try and get a balance. So let's select an A, B, or a C. Right, that's a B. So let's see if it's the A or the C joining that then. Right, it's a C, so it's like that. I don't know if that's how I should do it or not. The 2 that are getting away are both A's. No, that doesn't matter. They're not going to do anything though, are they? As A's. Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that. There's nothing close escort to worry about, so we don't need to bother about that. Right, so squadron attack. Let's roll the dice. Nice and low. It's a 3, not too bad. We have 7, 14, 18, 22 with two grouping. 22, oh, that's down the bottom again. Yeah, not enough. Yeah. So we've got a 3 result, which is HHA. So the B is going to be another heavy loss, and again that guy won't come back. Fortunately, we get away with an A result for the C, which is 10 flight reduced. Yeah, well, probably as good as it could have got really. And for them 3, just their C grouping would get an abort. That's a Spitfire ace anyway, isn't it? So he goes away. He just goes to the in-flight box. And, well, we've still got 6 strength left to bomb with. So, there is that, I suppose. I think that'll be the next card, isn't it? Yeah, so bombardment. Well, the good thing is they get that column shift. Let's roll dice first. Nice and high. Hey, a 5. Okay. We've got 6 strength, and if all bomber grouping on Ju-87s and the target is not a radar net, then shift 2 columns right, and it's not a radar net. So we've got 6 strength, so we've shift 2 columns right. Oh, hold on though. That's just going to cancel out because we've got broken clouds, haven't we? Broken clouds, shift 2 columns left. Okay. Well, just as well we got a 5. That's a pity though. If it stayed up there, we're getting an H result. If it stayed at the 10-11 strength. Yeah, that's right. So they cancel out the column shifts. So we do get 2. We get 2 points of damage. So there you go. Maybe we wouldn't have expected that. So we're back to -6. Now, did I take off? I don't think I took off that Ju-87, did I? I don't think it did, so I'm still at -4 then. So that would have just cancelled that out, yeah. So, well, also the airfield, we can attempt to disperse, move from sector and rearm box to land box. So it's 410. Right, there's a Blenheim in here this time. So I'll need to just have a look, because it mentioned the fact that, mentioned something about Blenheim, so I think they might get shifted too. I'm just going to have to go and look at the rule book for that one though, I think. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought the Blenheims could get selected, but however, it says here within 10.22, this is talking about when you attack airfields. Aircraft replacement loss, where the very bottom bullet is, if the number of squadrons in the land and light loss box exceeds the number of damage within a box, assign the first loss to a Hurricane, then to a Spitfire, then to a Blenheim. No, that doesn't necessarily mean that. I think so though. There's nothing to say that it doesn't target the Blenheim. So I think we can move. Right, I'll put that away again. Where is it? We can. We've got 2 points to disperse, and the sector's 410. So this, I think, can move to the land box, 410. Oh, and we've also got a light loss Spitfire as well. So then there's none in the rearm box, but then we reduce aircraft replacement points, 1 for Spitfires and 1 for Blenheims. I think that's right. So Spitfire's down to 11, Blenheim's down to 3. And yeah. Right, and then our bombers can then leave the raid and move on. Right, we'll get this finished. What are we at? 42 minutes, yeah. So get this finished. So move all group and in-flight bots to their air bases. I will do that now. And that's a C. Okay, that's done. Flip this card down. We have no more raids for the day. So move to the end of day space. Move to end of day, we go to step 25. Which is the resolve night raids. Right, roll on the night raid interception table. Now I think we had a bit more response this time, didn't we? Yeah, we've got 3 Blenheims in their night raid boxes. So there might be a better chance of a response once I find the chart that I'm looking for. Is it night raid interception, did I say? Yeah. So night raid interception table, roll of dice. The roll of dice? Yeah. Well, I've only got a 1, so that kind of tells me I don't think it's going to happen. So number of night patrolling squadrons is 3, and number of night raiding grouping is 4. Yeah, I mean, what we've got a. No, hang on. Why was I rolling a dice? Cross sense the number. Yeah, so we've got 3 night patrolling squadrons and we've got 4 grouping. So the result is a 1. So we roll the dice. If the result is equal to or less than the chance, a number of squadrons equal to the die result intercept grouping. If the result is greater than. So no, that 1 is actually letting them respond with 1. So we've not done this before. So resolve any night raid combat using the regular combat rules. So which one do we bring along? Hang on. Yeah, I'm not sure how I select the Blenheim that's going to come There's just one, isn't it? Number of Blenheim squadrons in the night patrol box equal to the die result. Each intercepts a grouping of your choice. Okay, and then we bring them down to the bomb box, right? Hang on. Well, I don't know which Blenheim I'm meant to pick, to be honest. So, and that's our bombers. So, I mean, I don't know. I'll just pick the first one in the group because it doesn't seem to tell you which one you would pick. It says each one that you bring down intercepts a grouping of your choice. So we'll just get intercepting the A one. We'll keep an A, B, and a C then, yeah. And then we carry out a combat here. Resolve using normal rules. If any units suffer light or heavy loss, record victory points. Right, there's a slight change. Let's just roll the dice first. So it's just that one Blenheim against that one Heinkel then. We've got a nice low 2, and the strength is going to be 6 because the Blenheim doesn't do anything. Okay. So I think the strength is 6, the number of grouping in the combat is 1. So that takes us down to the F row. A 2, well, fortunately for us, a 2 is a no effect for the A. And a 2 for him is a disrupt. Where are we? It's all muddled up here. So, what did I say? Was it an A or a D? Disrupt. Disrupt. Yeah, so it's to in-flight reduced. So I think he goes to in-flight reduced. Where's that other one that tells you? Where are we? I'm getting muddled up here. Night raid combat. Resolve squadron bomber night attacks using the normal rules for a squadron attack. If any units suffer light or heavy loss, record victory points and place a unit in the light or heavy loss box. If a bomber suffers an abort or disrupt result, return it to its air base full. It does not participate in night bombing. Well, we didn't get, we got a no effect. On a no effect result, the bomber returns to the night raid box full and participates in night bombing. Squadrons that receive abort, disrupt, or no effect results return to their night raid boxes full. Okay, so it is a wee bit different. So he just goes back to his night raid box. It's just to see if they could do stuff there. Right, okay, cool. So now do we carry out the bombing then? I think that's got right through that card, and now we no, that's not moving us on that. So the bombing must be, yeah, sorry, it's the very bottom of that, isn't it? So once we get through all that, yeah, it kind of tells us in the card. Maybe if I'd looked at that, I would have probably resolved things. Roll die, I suppose it's just because I've never done that before, I just wanted to double sure. Roll die on the night raid bombing table to determine damage to British targets. So night raid bombing table is there, right, got it. Oh, got a 5. Got a 5, so number of night raid grouping bombing is 4. And we've got a 5 result, so yeah, we've got something at least. So it's -1 victory point, and then there's an asterisk, so we'll get back to -5. The asterisk says night raider landing accident. Ooh. Say 18.5. See 18.5. Night raid. After resolving night raid combat, determine the effects of bombing damage done to British targets. By all night raiders remaining in the night raid boxes. The bombing does not affect specific targets, and the day bombing table is not used. Instead, total the number of group and roll the die. Cross-reference the die result with the group and night raid bombing table to determine the result of the bombing. In terms of number of victory points subtracted. If a 6 is rolled, 2 points of industry damage are applied. We didn't do that. And then night raider landing accident. If the bomb damage result is marked with an asterisk, one group suffers an accident upon returning from a night raid. Move one group of your choice from a night raider box to the white loss box and increase the victory total by 1. Oh, great. Okay. Alright, well, we'll take the A, move it to the white loss box, and we'll just cancel out that one that we just got. No, that wasn't very good. However, well, when we picked that night raid as an optional rule, we've got to do that, so I suppose there's no way around about it. Yeah, okay. So that's that. Let's keep moving. Squadron, move all in-flight squadrons to their assigned sectors on the map. Move all squadron, move all group and in-flight boxes, night raid boxes. Yeah, basically we're just bringing everyone back. Move all in-flight squadrons to their sectors on the map. Yeah, okay. Landing and rearm boxes to their assigned sectors on the map. Right, okay. So, well, this was a Blenheim that was up here that was in the land box anyway. So yeah, these all go, and I think this is when these come out as well, to be honest. So, right, I'll get everything, because there's quite a lot in the in-flight as well. They're all going back to the map as well. Okay, that's everything. All the squadrons back, all the grouping back. Now we've got to press or res. Yeah, I'm not going to muck about. I'm just going to do the same again. And press. I'd like to try and push on with this. Well, whether that is making it go quicker or not, I mean, I think it is, because it generally results in the days moving further on a bit quicker. So draw a day event card. So we're going to draw 2, and this is the first one drawn. Oh, it's a 1, so that's a good start. And the second one drawn is a 3, so we're going to keep the 3. We're going to shuffle that other one back in, because I forgot about that the last time, didn't I? Then we're going to advance a day 3 spaces, and they're going to get 3 victory points. So we're on August 29th, and 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. We're up -1. This is horrible. That was a disastrous second last raid, wasn't it? Advance a day marker. Yeah, nothing else happened there. We're not. No. So, and then carry out the event listed on the day event card you just drew. We have. Alright, okay, this isn't changing things again. So, oh, that's a lion. Oh, morning haze. Right, I think that's bad, isn't it? Does it tell you about that? Poor visibility prevents air operations in the early hours of the upcoming raid day. Do not use the time markers for 0600 and 0800. And draw only 8 target cards. Ew. Is there a marker for that? No? No, don't think there is. We'll just need to try and remember that then. So we're only going to draw 8 target cards instead of the normal 10. And we can't use 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Not so good. Okay. Just replacement point markers on the replacement track according to the replacement schedule on the day event card just drawn. Okay, so what we got? We've got, I'm just going to look at these and do them off camera. So Hurricane 7 goes from 16 to 23, so almost maxed out. Spitfire 5, holding them back a little bit. They've gone from 11 to 16. Nothing for Blenheims, just staying at 3. German fighters 5, which we're going to need them. That's going to take us up to 18, not too bad, and the bombers is 4, not too bad as well, from 17 up to 21. So we've got a lot of replacements which we're going to kind of use. And the experienced pilot points, well, we're only at -1 victory point, so it's going to be the third one down, isn't it? Is it? -9 to +14, yeah. So they get 3. 1, 2, 3. So they're on 3, yeah. Okay. They've got quite a lot of white losses as well, but yeah. So white loss replacements for each group and squadron. Spend 1 aircraft replacement point and move the unit to its sector or its airbase. Yeah, and we'll do our guys first because then we've got to do the experienced pilot points for them. Well, let's go, just look down at the mess down here and the white loss box. These are actually all stacked up, so right, I'll count them out and we'll see what we've got. Okay, so we took 10 hits to our fighters. Well, went down to 9. I think it was 10. I think it was on 19. And 9 hits to our bombers, down to 12. So, yeah, that was pretty bad. Right, so white losses for the British. So they've only got, again, they've got 3 experienced pilot points. Right, we've got to work out again how we decide which ones go first. I know it's in here somewhere. Okay, I found it. 14.24. Selecting squadrons to receive replacements. If there are insufficient replacement points or experienced pilot points available, we go 11 group first, then 10 group, then 12 group. And then within group, you go reverse order, so 7, 11, 6, 11, and so on. Right, so we've only got 3 experienced pilot points, so we're looking for 7, 11, which there isn't any. So the 6, 11 one's going to be replaced. Right, and that's a Spitfire. And then the 2 from 5, 11 would be next. So he's a Spitfire as well, and he's a Hurricane. So that's a 3 experienced pilot points, and that was 2 Spitfire points and 1 Hurricane point. Right, so the rest of these guys are going to come back green. So, but let's just work out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Hurricane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down to 16, and 2 Spitfires down to 12. So they all come out onto their sectors, but they're going to be reduced. Okay, I need to be quick here. I'm running out of space on camera and battery. So that's the white losses done. Yeah, quite a lot of green units, I suppose. Right, heavy losses go to white loss. So we've got 4 of our fighters that are going from heavy loss to white loss. Squadron, spend 1 aircraft replacement point. So that's another 4 fighters. 1, 2, 3, 4, down to 5. Oh dear. No heavy losses for the British. 2 more cards to come. Reinforcement, we did not move past the German one. We do enter 1 from the British. Right. So we draw 2. If the first one's from a living group, we use it. They're both from a living group. Sorry, I didn't show you that. This was the first one I flipped out the cup though. So it's 311. There's always only just been 1 in there, and this guy goes back in the cup. Yeah, that's that done. And then last card. Return all strategy cards to the deck and shuffle. The other 2 decks don't need shuffled yet. That is as a completed raid 5 day raid 5. And then we return to step 1. Right, okay, I'm going to get this cut quick. So I think I'm going to die. That's bang on an hour. So, horrible finish. We're on -1 victory point. So, yeah, morning haze is in operation as well. I need to kind of remember that. Okay, well, we'll be back to try again the next day sometime soon, guys. Okay, cheers.